Hello and welcome everyone. How are you? Today is June 6th, so it's a 6-6 number going on. And I want to harmonize with the 6 major arcana, the Lovers card, because we've got some Venus, pleasure-seeking Venus in the house. And with um, uh, Aquarius also. So I just thought, let's do a reading because I have this um, Aquarian tarot deck. Okay, I've got this Aquarian tarot deck, and the Lovers. It's an old deck. It's one of my probably the first top 5 I worked with, and then the Lovers is on the back. So, and it works with the Psychic Tarot Guidebook. So you see illustrated with the Aquarian tarot deck. Okay, the Aquarian tarot deck. So I figured we'd bring this out. And then I have this other tarot deck, the Lover's Tarot, which I don't bring out too often because it's very direct. You know, like it might break some people's hearts when you're hoping for something to come through and it doesn't. And then I had to bring out, the true love because this one, I don't know, I think seems to work with what we're trying to do. But yes, so let's see what is in the cards per the energies that, we'd like to harness for June 6th astrologically. We were trying to find that happiness. That would be the word. And also that we go for it because it just, it's we leave it up to the universe, but we still got to put that intent out there. We got to work it every day, step by step, okay? But we flow with the currents, and then it all comes together. All right. Well, I think I've got my table all set up. I've kind of grounded already. Got some candles and crystals out for us to give us that more strength and power at the metaphysical level. So let's see. I'm just going to pick 3 cards of each, a 9-card spread like I usually do. And why don't we just, get comfortable and we'll see what the tarot has to say today for this 6 June of 2015. Okay. And get comfortable and, just think about what we've been talking about, how we all can start harnessing energies to work with the universe, to identify what we like as we grow into our soulful, authentic selves. I picked them like that, so I see the first. If I see it, I'm going to show it anyway. So, through your work, and we were just saying, it's not crazy, right? You got to go work for it, okay? And be creative about it. We've got the 3 there, okay? And the gems is the coins, the stones, the pretty resources that make people say, oh, that's valuable, to whoever feels it so. But nonetheless, it's still about working it. And you can see the word, it says work it. Okay, so you got to work for this. And we've been talking about that. The spiritual path is definitely not one without chaotic challenges, okay? It tests you. It totally does. But it's to strengthen you also, these tests. So it's all positive, especially when you have hope and faith. Then it's your world. Okay, and I just turned this one over again because that was like, okay, let me just check out the other one. So we do have the Queen of Swords, a court card here, that mental clarity. We just keep talking about it. You know, and there she is. She's holding the sword high, like, yep, I'm in charge of my mind, and I'm reading, you know, esoteric knowledge to help me defend me from this in this spiritual battle, because that's what we're dealing with now. You know, forget about, not to forget about what's literally happened probably at this second, who's being, you know, raped and mutilated or beheaded. My goodness gracious. And you know I don't like talking about this stuff, but that's why we're gonna start working with the metaphysics to take a harness to it, what's going on here, because we can do it. It's called magic, as long as you believe in it. Okay, so we've got the 9 cards, so let's see what they have to say today. Well, we come out with the Strength card. I think that's the card that, you know, we want to look up with, right? We're looking up now. You know, why don't you right now just look up, you know, see where the sun is if you can, or imagine, or strength. Power of the sun will give us strength. Number 8, Leo. All comes from the heart. I like when the 8 card is the number strength, because you know, I've said it before. August or is the 8th month, and you know it's Leo. So I don't know. I just think this is wonderful. But that's what we gotta do. You gotta get strong. Put your big girl panties on and keep going. Cause now we gotta be an Empress in the house. Venus is in the house. Ay, Dios mío. You know I love her. And she loves me too. That's why she's here. There she is, number 3. See? She wants us to go for it, work for it. She's behind us. Create your destinies. But you know, you can't be sitting on the couch watching TV and, you know, overeating pizza or whatever. You know, I'm just kind of teasing along here, but come on, let's become these archetypes. And she's come here, and I just can't believe, you know, she's here on this date. You know, for you guys into astrology, check it out. But I'm just here to witness what's going down. Queen of Rods. Oh my goodness. The Queen of Fire is here. The spirit, the action. Ah, yes, yes, yes. This is wonderful. And she's with the Empress. They've walked in together. Now you're gonna who's gonna shut down this gathering, huh? Not me. I'm gonna be in the front seat. I'm gonna be sitting at the table for the next seance reading. Isn't that beautiful? They want this so much for us. They want us to look up to the stars because they're shining on us. That's what they're saying. That's exactly. Look up look at a Luna, look up at the stars, try to learn where they are, whether it's astronomy or astrology. Just look up, and mainly it's not so much even for the science or that side of it. It's more to look up because there's a message for you there. You'll see something. It'll be just for you. Okay? To make you even say, yep, I'm in. I'm in for the lookup. 7 of Roses. There we go. Courage. Okay, my dears? Strength and courage. Right? Isn't that wonderful? That's the pairing. A pairing. And this is the spirits that are, bringing in this you know, information, guidance, and I'm just the divinator of it, and it's all positive. Okay, and then we have, see, the resources are here. The princess is here again with the empress. The empress teaches the princess how to, you know, you got to make the coin, really, right? There's no free ride, so get out there and whatever you got to do, it's one step at a time. We've all been there, okay? And learn how to, you know, make your money work for you. You know, no spending, overspending. Remember, we're working with that decluttering thing, right? So if you're decluttering, you don't need to be spending, but once you declutter, and then you can replace, and then that's cool. The hermit, wow, wonderful, because that's what we're doing. See, with this awakening, we really are going through such an introspection, and some people are so, you know, like, oh my goodness, you know, because there's no turning back, my dears. You know, like that Katy Perry song, you know, there's no turning back. The dark horse kind of theme here, but it's to get out of the darkness to get to the light. Okay, so have the courage, keep on going. And yes, the hermit, I totally believe. Not only once a day, an hour, turn the technology off or put on, you know, that beautiful non-lyric motivational relaxing music, whatever turns you on or turns you to sleep, puts you to sleep. You still got to be alone, even, you know, one day a week if you can. I know, please, you know, some of you I know with the children and everything, whatever, schools, I get that. But if you can, try to take a whole day by yourself. And that's when you take your baths, and that's where you read your cards, you know, whatever you want to do. Nap, take that extra 3, 4, 5 hour nap. That's where that's the, look, you can even see this personality here is like going into the nap world, okay? She's getting the rhythms on. We got a little bird there. Beautiful. Aw. Okay. All right. And then we have the Eight of Swords because, you know, some of us are still like, oh, kabangy, because I can't go back. I can't go backy. But, you know, I'm just not putting that as a, you know, truth or dare or anything like that. It's just more, it's time for us to not look back and look up, okay? Just look up. And again, the unicorns are, that's where they are. So look up, okay? And 8 is a power number again. So reflect the new you. Which power side do you want to go through? And the lovers are here. Isn't that wonderful? See, Venus now is most definitely working us here at the, you know, Botanica Ducati. She's here with us. And so are the lovers for this 6-6. So we got triple sixes. June 6th, the lovers came through with the pleasure-seeking planet of loveliness herself, my Empress, Venus. There we go. So, well, at least these are good numbers, right? 8 and 9. Gotta love that match. Okay, my dear, so start thinking. Think deep. Think deep. Now, I'm not saying truth or dare or black or white, but there's really, at the end, 2 teams that can play the game, okay? And one's on the dark side and one's on the light side. So think deep where you want to go. Because remember, in the spirit world, they know exactly what you're doing, whether you're on the dark side or on the light side or in between or whatever. And that's okay. Everything can be forgiven in heaven, in the paradise of heaven. So don't overthink your mind because you can get there. Now, some of us, like I said, you know, the Charles Manson types, we got to talk about those in another time. Okay. Well, I'm just loving it. And let us kind of open up. And you know what's funny? Did I pull these out? Yes. Well, you know, see how this deck, I said, is very direct. And this is what it's saying. It's very direct, okay? But it did bring us the Lovers card, okay? So that's a great combination. So I'm gonna read these three because we read from the Love Tarot so often, and it obviously gave us, you know, information and guidance as well. And then I will have to pick up the Empress card. So let me put her here with her little flower for now. And we know the Queen of Rods is just at the party with us, at the gathering. You got it. And the Strength card is here. Ooh la la. Okay, so from the Lovers Tarot, and let me see what when this year was copywritten. This book. Hold on, I'm kind of sitting at I have to get a little one of those small little chairs. Okay, let us see. 1992, and then again in 2003. Okay, and this is by Jane Lyle. And I have had this a long time, but like I said, I thought that for the YouTube it would, you know, some people like, you know, 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords, and if I was reading a 3-card reading, everybody would be like, ah. Okay, so let's read the Lovers first. My goodness, because that's what's on the coming out at us. Okay, the Lovers. The Lovers are here. Yes. The card of the Lovers. Okay, wait a minute. The Lovers. Ruling sign Gemini. Keyword duality. The card of the Lovers embodies the ancient esoteric idea of opposites which balance each other out and cannot exist alone. By blending and balancing such opposites, union is achieved. This is often represented by a third figure on the card, which can be an angel, Cupid, or wise old woman. Okay, I see at the very top. See, look up. You gotta look up, people. See what we might find. A Cupid, see? Or a wise old woman. Okay, there's a sign there. What's that on the bottom? Looks like a cave or an entrance over the below the trees there. So see, earth, sky, heaven, earth, sky. What is above, so below. The pairing. See, draw a heart. The magical union was referred to by alchemists as the sacred marriage, the harmonious connection of male and female. The message of duality is enhanced by the card's airy ruling sign, Gemini, symbolized by the twins. The Lovers represent choices, romance, and union. Okay, well, this is the day to be with your lovey-doveys, or, you know, if you meet someone or something, flirt with them. Okay, now, wait a minute. This is kind of, oh, Lord, let me see. This is very lengthy. That's another reason why I don't bring them out too much, because it's very lengthy. But I'm just going to, because this one, you can tell I've written it. I've obviously, this card's come out before, but let me just read it. Little keyword highlights. The gift. You are at an interesting point in your life when you receive this card. Love, marriage, and romance could well be on your mind. Such is the power inherent in the card that you could see your dreams realized in the near future. As with all the cards, however, there's a deeper meaning. Balance is the key word here for this card, denotes both male and female energies. You are neither overly aggressive nor dangerously passive. These bodies well for both this bodes or bodies well for both your love life and any creative endeavors you are planning. See the creativity, okay? Creative endeavors, okay? Let me see. The rule book, some of these things, okay, because I mean, I've read this before. I'm just trying to pick out kind of the highlights. Okay, the gift continues about the partner that could potentially come for, you know, if you're single. Any partner symbolized by the Lovers is an important one. This person will always mean a lot to you. He or she has entered your life for a purpose, and your connection is one to be treasured. This card often augurs a new partner, for it relates to the springtime of love, when everything is fresh and new. Your partner is fascinated with you and exists high on a delectable cloud of romance. Here is someone who will bring out the very best in you. A Gemini card, the Lovers denotes positive communication between you. Your partner is someone who encourages you to talk about yourself, who shares your special sense of humor, and should stimulate you mentally as well as physically and emotionally. Your partner brings you alive sexually and should prove to be a creative lover. This is a vibrant, romantic person whose love should inspire you to greater heights. Woohoo! There you go, people. All right, so okay, and I'll just continue with the future. It's because this one's kind of broken up in different sections, or, you know, placements, and that's why it's 3 or 4 pages for each card. Okay, and then it continues with the gift going towards the future. You have so much to give each other, so much to share. The strength of this relationship is such that it can help both of you resolve any conflicts you may still be suffering. Suffering as a result. Conflicts still as a result of past hurts or mistakes. You are very much in tune with each other now, so honor this special union. And then you have reached a crossroads in your life, a turning point that could affect your home and career as well as your relationships. Think carefully. This is another message. This is another message. You have reached a crossroads in your life, a turning point that could affect your home and career as well as your relationships. And remember, in that one reading we had a few weeks ago, was we came to that crossroads. Remember, 2 readings back to back, the two of staffs came with crossroads. Remember, so this one's picking up on that too. Okay, you have reached a crossroads in your life, and you know it's that fork in the road. You truly do have to start making that mental clarity decisions for a positive future. That could affect your career as well as your relationships. Think carefully before choosing what you want to do, as your future now rests very much in your own hands, and it is up to you to grasp opportunities for happiness. Happiness, didn't we say that's kind of like, you know, kind of the theme here, you know, let's get happy, improving, to find, you know, positive vibes, you know, but we got to look up if you want to tap them, okay? And you see this card also kind of highlights, look up, see the messages. There'll be one for you, just for you, just for you. If you could currently loan, let me see. Think carefully before choosing what you want to do, as your future now rests very much in your own hands, and it is up to you to grasp opportunities for happiness. If you are currently alone, you will not be without someone special for long. Well, isn't that funny? And you know, I don't mean funny, but look, because we were just suggesting, you know, that maybe to make some time for your alone, because you know that's another thing, you know, for the people like I, you know, don't think that jumping into one relationship after is crazy, because when do you finally get to know, have some alone time to regroup and figure out what's going on in your own deal, you know? But look, if you really take that time, okay, to do it, the universe is just saying they'll send you somebody that'll fit right in that groove. And that means, you know, your closets are cleaned out, like you have no hidden skeletons, let's say, okay? Because you're getting, if you've been hoarding, you're cleaning it up, all that negativity, you're smudging, you're cleansing, you're sea salt bathing, you're walking, you're grounding, you're hiking, you're living, okay? Very good. Well, I like this reading so far. I hope you guys are having a message sent to you. Okay, well, let's continue with the 9, 8, and swords and 9, because most definitely this is, I think these cards have come out this whole past month, right? Since May, we've been seeing this and these energies. And we wanted to harness the energies today for the 6-6. So I'm glad that they came through, okay? But let's read from the Lover's Tarot. What does that mean to the authors of these decks, or the author, Jane Lyle. Okay, let's see. And now the minor arcanas are much easier, faster reading. It's just one little paragraph each. It's the major arcanas that they, take. But it's well done. I really liked this book. But like I said, it's so direct. And back in the day, people were just freaking out. But I guess we're putting our body armor on, right? Okay, so first let's read the Eight of Swords. The only thing they do everything. Okay, eights are in one section, so the nines. We'll do the 8 first, and then we'll head to the 9. Okay, the Eight of Swords, and this is the gift. Keyword study is and the study is about. Well, I wrote esoteric study. Okay, but you can see it says study, but we're going to read esoteric study, so we can bring out our magicians within. Oh, wait a minute. That was the 8 of Pentacles. I'm looking at the 8 of Swords. Oh, right. I was going to say, well, wait a minute. Study. No, it's bondage. That's the one I'm looking for, right, people? Yes, we are. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the key word is bondage. A frustrating, restrictive situation is making you or the subject of this reading feel as if you have no control over your life. Whether this describes your current relationship or how you feel about your emotional situation, you might like to think about getting some help with the problem. A logical, constructive solution is possible, but objective analysis is vital. Okay, my dear, see, you really got to get out there and get grounded, okay? You're not grounded. I mean, and this is for many of us. This is all of us must, all of us. Me too. Trust me, moving 2 big moves in 10 months was stressing me out. I couldn't even enjoy my time with YouTube. So, but please, but we're just learning. We're trying to balance it all out. Okay, we're just trying to work with it. The cosmic realm, even just harnessing today's energies, are with us. They're gonna aid us. They have for millennia. Okay, they know what's going on. We just follow them. Okay. So a logical, constructive solution is possible, but objective analysis is vital. Okay, so just stay, calm, do deep breathing, get out for a walk, take a nap, wherever your psyche is. But if it's a nap, not sleeping for 10 hours and straight, things like that. You get out of the room, you take showers, take baths, whatever. Put on a little perfume, beautiful. Okay, 9 of Swords. The key word is oppression. The 9 of Swords is a difficult and unhappy symbol of anxiety, fear, and heartache. It usually appears during a very difficult time in an ongoing relationship or during the aftermath of a painful breakup. The gift lies within yourself. This may be a dark night of the soul, but you are going in strength and wisdom every day. A solution can be found. Meanwhile, be good to yourself. Okay? All right? Very good. And you know what? Just because these are the only kind of cards I'll read reverse, so I'm going to read this one reverse for you. The key word is hope. The 9 of Swords reverse means that a time of turmoil and tension is drawing to a close. The dark clouds are clearing and light can be seen once more. Problems such as frigidity or impotence can be healed. Frozen emotions or traumatic memories can be released. Okay? Beautiful. That's why I'll read these reversed. Okay? Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I just got to pick out one more card because in the respect, I'm just like, and I'll read since we got the energies of the reverse here, I'll read this one reverse for you too, because I know we've had this so this is the pairing, 2 reverse cards that I never read reverse cards. The key word for the Eight of Swords. Do I have it right? Yep, Eight of Swords. Release from restricting feelings or a dead-end relationship is imminent. If you have been fighting with your partner, you are approaching a time when you can confront your differences without becoming upset. Perhaps a close friend or professional counselor will help you achieve peace and harmony, or you may mutually agree to part. Adjoining cards will fill in the details for you. Okay, well, let's just round it up, but I think I'll pick one more card at the end here. Okay, so, just continue with the courage, people. Okay, you wake up every day, you cleanse your body, you repeat chants, mantras, prayers, whatever you want, paste them to your mirror in the bathroom, your kitchen, whatever you want, okay? Because look, the resources are here. The resources have keep coming out, but they want us to go within. I mean, look up to the stars, look for the messages, take naps, try to meditate, whatever you want to call it, meditate, regenerate. You got to do it, okay? You got to do it. Because look, we're tapping the energies, the harnessing of what's here today is here today, and they want this for us. They want it. Again, we just got to be strong, okay? We got to be strong in our campaign and how we approach it, how we deliver it, okay? And look, Mama of the Fire's here. Love her. Love her. Yes, I do. And this is who we party. This is who I party with. We party together. Okay? So there's, again, when you're in that anxiety, look, you're going to this gathering with all these wonderful kind of vibes. Don't you think that should pick you up a little bit? You're going to go, you dress up, you take a bath, whatever, however it makes you feel good. Put on some grooving music, and we'll just, there was the Hierophant. So the Hierophant comes through again. Oh, no, the Hierophant, traditional, number 5. I'm thinking the Hermit because I saw him just kneeling. But, okay, I'll just pick one more from the True Love because I just have a little true love for this deck. So we'll just pick one card to close the reading. But overall, I really feel that oh boy, look, we got stuck. So, okay, that means a pairing, which is okay. It's okay, but I was just going to pick one, but we'll just go for the 2 now. And it came up what was on the table, wasn't it? No. Well, anyway, we work with the reward because it's coming for us. But you got to work for it, my friends. You got to work for it. You got to declutter the closets. You want to know what everything is in your house. You want to know where your jewelry is. You want to know where your scarves are. You want to know where your shoes are. You want to know where your children's, whatever, summer clothes are or winter clothes are. Let's just get cleaned up here. And then we can go on this adventure. And she's a fire princess also. So see, it's all baby steps right now, right? The ace is beginnings. The princess is the high schooler, right? It's all genuine starts, but we got to go and work for it. There's no free rides, and even if you win the lottery, have you seen all those stories of people just lose it? And people trying to take from them. There was even one lady in Florida, killed her boyfriend over getting money. Not to change that kind of subject, but I mean, I'm just saying, let's do it ourselves. It's just look up for the stars. They're shining on us. Okay, they really are. They really are. So wonderful. Okay, my dears. Well, I think this was a positive reading, and Venus is in the house with the Empress Lovers. Smooch babies, smooch your girlfriend, smooch your boyfriend, smooch everybody. Love you all. Ciao.